Get ready for game-changing news. The San Francisco 49ers are dominating the financial landscape, leading the entire NFL in available salary cap space. We break down exactly how this financial flexibility, thanks in part to Trent Williams' extension, positions the 49ers for the future, and we look at the exact numbers that put them ahead of the Tennessee Titans. This is the financial edge you need to know about right now.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we dive deep into the roster shifts and what the San Francisco 49ers might be missing this offseason. We examine the impact of key departures, looking at players like Kenrick Bourne, Jordan Elliott, Spencer Burford, and Skyy Moore, and we discuss the role of incoming free agents like Mike Evans and the draft selection for John Jennings. Find out if the team has a major hole to fill. We continue our look at the San Francisco 49ers offseason losses and what that means for their future. We revisit the story of defensive coordinator Robert Sale and the return of Raheem Morris, exploring the impact of Brian Fleury moving to the Seahawks and analyzing the transition for wide receiver Dejon Stribling as he steps up to face elite competition. This is a deep dive into the personnel changes. Finally, we look at the big picture involving the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the departure of Mike Evans to the 49ers. We hear directly from Buccaneers WR Emeka Egbuka about the transition and what it means for the team's future, including the passing of the torch. Don't miss a single update on these massive moves. Sign up for our free newsletter and follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for the latest news. The San Francisco 49ers have established themselves as one of the most financially flexible franchises in the NFL, leading the league in available salary cap space following the extension of offensive tackle Trent Williams. This financial advantage positions the team favorably as they look toward the upcoming season. Salary cap tracking sites show the available space hovering around $69.9 million to $71.3 million, giving them a notable lead over the next closest contender, the Tennessee Titans, who reportedly have approximately $63 million in available space, according to both sources. A key driver of the 49ers' current financial flexibility is the recent contract extension for Trent Williams. This move significantly reduced his 2026 salary cap hit from $46.3 million down to a more manageable $20 million, creating immediate short-term room for maneuverability while securing long-term roster stability. While this doesn't guarantee an immediate spending spree before the 2026 season, the front office now possesses the latitude to pursue high-impact additions if strategic opportunities emerge. The team is also planning to allocate about $10.5 million of its total cap space toward 8 draft picks expected to sign in the coming weeks. Analyzing the current 2026 cap structure reveals several key salary commitments. Quarterback Brock Purdy carries the team's largest cap hit at $23.7 million, followed by defensive end Nick Bosa at $23 million, Trent Williams at $20 million, and linebacker Fred Warner at $17.9 million. This current financial landscape suggests the 49ers are strategically positioned to manage their cap effectively, while maintaining the flexibility needed for future roster construction. The San Francisco 49ers offseason presented a mixed picture, with discussions centering on personnel changes and strategic shifts. While some players pointed to defensive coordinator Robert Sale as the biggest offseason addition last year, the team's structure saw significant adjustments in coaching and personnel. Sale has returned to a head coaching role, replacing him with Raheem Morris, who has reportedly flourished in the position. Furthermore, the team lost top assistant Brian Fleury, who has moved to call plays for the Seattle Seahawks, a role where he has previously contributed to the 49ers' evolving running game. Regarding player movement, the 49ers did not experience a massive exodus. Key departures included Kenrick Bourne, Jordan Elliott, Spencer Burford, and Skyy Moore. While Jordan Elliott was viewed as a factor heading into the season, Bourne was signed mid-season. Moore was traded when the team was struggling at wide receiver early on, and Burford was the third option at left guard following an injury return. The roster remains largely intact, with most players returning or recovering from injury. Upgrades are expected through free agents like Mike Evans and the trade of Osa Odighizuwa. However, questions remain about potential losses in 2026, particularly concerning Brandon Ayuk's absence and the status of Joan Jennings' replacement, who was the first selection in the draft. The uncertainty surrounding Jennings' contract status could impact the team's future. Analysis suggests that while Dejon Stribling is expected to improve, replacing his specific tenacity and energy will be a challenge. The transition to a high-level role, separating from elite second-level defenders, is noted as a significant hurdle. The team's focus on addressing the wide receiver position via the draft pick reflects this strategic realignment. Ultimately, the debate over the biggest offseason loss hinges on whether the impact of a specific player's absence outweighs the incoming talent and strategic moves. The San Francisco 49ers navigated a complex offseason marked by key personnel changes and a selective roster turnover. While some players pointed to defensive coordinator Robert Sale as the biggest offseason addition, the team experienced the loss of top assistant Brian Fleury, who moved to the Seattle Seahawks, marking another significant departure. Raheem Morris returned to a role where he has consistently excelled. The team did experience some departures, including Kenrick Bourne, Jordan Elliott, Spencer Burford, and Skyy Moore. However, the overall exodus was not massive, with most of the roster returning or recovering from injury. Key additions, such as free agent Mike Evans and the trade for Osa Odighizuwa, are expected to provide upgrades. However, the question of the biggest loss remains open. With limited options, the analysis points toward either Robert Sale or Joan Jennings. The author leans toward Jennings, suggesting that Morris should benefit from a healthier defense. The team's wide receiver situation presents a challenge. Brandon Ayuk did not play, and Joan Jennings' replacement was the first draft selection. The uncertainty surrounding Jennings' contract status, especially if he remains unsigned, could signify a major loss. While Dejon Stribling is expected to improve, transitioning from college-level performance to facing elite second-level defenders will be a significant hurdle. The team's decision to target a wide receiver in the draft highlights the need for adaptation as players like Stribling adjust to the high level of competition. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are navigating significant offseason changes, including the departure of franchise legends Lavonte David and wide receiver Mike Evans, who has moved to the San Francisco 49ers. In the wake of Evans' exit, Buccaneers wide receiver Emeka Egbuka has addressed the situation, assuring fans and media that there are no hard feelings and expressing happiness for Evans as he pursues a new opportunity. Egbuka confirmed that he remains close with Evans, noting that Evans has found a comfortable and confident place to play. Speaking at USAA's Huddle Up for Hurricane Prep, Egbuka stated, "Baker had texted me the day before that we're letting go of Mike. And obviously, Mike's phone is open to me whenever I need to text him or call him about something, so we're really close. I'm just really happy for him. He found a home that he's confident and comfortable in. He's gonna continue to do good things, and we're just all so proud of him. There's no hard feelings or anything. Everyone loves him at the Bucs." Egbuka also shared his perspective with NFL pundit Kay Adams on her Up and Adams show, emphasizing the need for the team to evolve. He suggested that the situation represents a passing of the torch that must be embraced by new talent. Egbuka pointed to the team's recent acquisitions, including Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, and others, as evidence that the organization has brought in players ready to make an impact. He added, "There's a passing of the torch, and it needs to be received by someone. Leadership is something that's always come naturally to me." Egbuka is entering his second NFL season following a challenging rookie year that included a hamstring injury against the 49ers in Week 6. With a year of experience under his belt, he will be working alongside McMillan, with the team's offensive stability relying on the interplay between Egbuka, McMillan, and Godwin. Despite the loss of Evans, Buccaneers offensive coordinator Zach Robinson has ample talent to work with in his first year. The outlook suggests that if Egbuka, McMillan, and Godwin perform effectively, the Buccaneers could maintain offensive competitiveness in the years to come.